Hello, hello. This is Gerald Salenti. It's Thursday, April 8th, 2021. And here is some of today's trends in the news. On the market front, happy days, happy days. S&P rose to another record high on Thursday amid a strong rally in major technology stocks. Yeah, this strong rally has been going on now, since the COVID war began. Oh, not when it began, after March 23rd, 2020, when the Federal Reserve began buying, only $120 billion, a month worth of bonds. Yeah, that's fine. Don't even care about that. But anyway, and jumping in all that, bringing those interest rates low and injecting all that monetary methadone. So anyway, and what do we have here? Investors processed, I love this language. You know what this language is?
Bullshit.
Yeah. Investors processed a worse than expected reading on the latest weekly job claims. A total of 744,000 Americans, not Americans, plantation workers on the global plantation of Slavelandia. There is no America. America's finished. It's a dead zone. It's been taken over right in front of your eyes, little boys and girls, by murderers and thieves, Democrats and repulsivekins. We'll rob you of your freedom. We'll tell you what to do. You will obey us. You will believe us. And most are dumb enough to buy it. America. Not my America, not the America from the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Anyway, 744,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits for the first time in the week ending April 3rd. Economists polled by Dow Jones expected 694,000. Look at these numbers. Here's the fact, just came out. The billionaires got $8 trillion richer. That's right. $8 trillion richer since the COVID war began. And all the little people on the plantation got poorer. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell signaled on Thursday, today, that the unevenness of that we're talking about is a very serious issue. All right? The recovery remains incomplete. We don't think that the most likely outcome will be inflation, he goes on. But the first part I want to say, uneven. Isn't that a nice word, uneven? Then he talks about inflation. Check this.
Absolute bullshit.
Spewing out of his mouth. We don't think that inflation will be the most likely outcome, but we do have the tools to deal with that outcome. The tools. Go screw yourself, you got the tools. Who the hell are you talking to? You're money junkies. You'll do anything. You rob, you steal, and you kill. That's right, the banksters. Remember Easter Sunday? You weren't allowed to celebrate it. All you Italians and French over there. Yeah, where you got the Vatican over there in Italy. Yeah, that freak show. No Easter Sunday. Yeah, remember Jesus Christ talking about Powell and the banksters, the central banksters? What happens? Whips the banksters out of the temple. Then it's the Last Supper, and then up on the cross just a few days later. That's who we're talking about here. We have the tools. Where you are the fools, we have the tools. You'll believe the crap we shove down your throat because we're the banksters. We're dignitaries. That's vile language. Telling to somebody to fuck off is not vile language when they're threatening you. Vile language is the crap that they're putting down our throats, and they make it seem so proper. Goes on to say, We will use these tools to guide inflation back to 2% if the need arises, all right? Back to 2%. And they made that number up in 2012, the 2% number. The Fed's latest minutes released yesterday show that the officials, that's a curse word. They're not officials. Screw you. Official pieces of crap. Official liars. Official criminals. Oh, too big to fail. You remember that one? You're not too big to fail. You could lose your house, lose your job, lose your life. Hey, you're not a bankster. Officials plan to keep the pace of asset purchases. Isn't that nice language? That's vile language. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Keep the pace of asset purchases for some time so the banksters could get richer and the gamblers on Wall Street could get richer and the bigs could get bigger. Calm down, Celente. Be like us. Be proper. We're still in high school. You got it? The president is the principal, and you got your teachers telling you what to do. And people still buy the crap. What else we got here? Gold prices climbed to the highest level in more than a month on Thursday as the dollar and U.S. yields dropped as the Federal Reserve's reiteration of its dovish policy stance also lifted bullion's appeal. That's from CNBC. Dovish policy stance. This is vile language. So when I tell people to go screw yourself, oh, I don't like Celine. Go fuck off. Swallow the shit that they're throwing down your throat. Don't be a man or a woman. Hey, be Lola. Lola. L-O-L-A, Lola. Yeah, that's what you gotta be. That's what you gotta be. Shovel the shit out and swallow it. America, Italy, France, Germany, UK. How about F-U-C-K? Look at the clown you got running the show. I read to you last week that deputy wrote about what a moron, imbecile, low-life piece of scum crap Moron Johnson is. Oh, Boris. Yeah, Boris Karloff. Anyway, going on here. Oil prices fell Thursday after official figures showed a big increase in U.S. gasoline stocks, causing concern about demand for crude weakening. All right? And what else do we have here? Trade gap widens as exports decline. Oh, by the way, we're just giving you, some of the trends in the news. Your Trends Journal last week, we didn't do one this week. We took this week off, Easter week. 156 pages. Dr. Strange Vax. You look at these Anthony Frieda covers, nothing like that. It vax the world. So I'm just giving you some of the things here. We're not even touching. Because this is a time to prepare, prevail, and prosper. And the more that we get subscribers we have, the more we could do. And don't forget, we're having that rally in Kingston, New York on May 29th at the Four Corners of Freedom. And you could go to occupypeace.com and donate so we could get this thing moving big time. I'm having a Memorial Day celebration, and no one is going to stop me. Little Andy Cuomo, you come over and stop me. Man to man, no. Don't send your boys. No, I'll have my boys. Let's stop me man to man. I'm having a Memorial Day celebration for the soldiers that died fighting wars based on lies by murderers and thieves called presidents of the United States of America. So I'm celebrating that and honoring them. I feel bad that they died. So be here. Support us. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Go to occupypeace.com. and donate money if you want to get this thing going as big as we can get it going. I can't do it by myself. U.S. trade gap widens as exports decline. You ready for this? The trade deficit widened 4.8% to $711 billion, the largest on record. All right? Slime ball, piece of garbage, murderous crap. Your Republicans and Democrats sold our country out and gave it to China along with the manufacturers so they could get their products made cheaply and bring them back over here and make more money. The bigs are getting bigger and everybody else is going down. Central banks retreat from the dollar. Duh. Again, more in your Trends Journal. And this is very important. China is creating digital currency, first for a major economy. This is the Wall Street Journal. You know how long ago we said that they were the first to do it and would be doing it? Oh, just over a year, about a year ago. All right? The digital currency is coming out, and you're going to have to watch out about some digital currencies because they're going to do, again, it's in the magazine. Companies see cuts in office spaces and rents. According to VTS, annually, 1,302 companies started searches for office space in the top 7 markets in the first quarter. This represents a 40% drop-off in activity compared with the first quarter of 2020. All right, what does it mean? What's next? It's in your magazine. Proposed tax on profitable firms is softened. Treasury's planned 15% levy would ensnare far fewer companies than Biden's campaign pitch. Not campaign pitch, another bullshitter. Oh, you don't like that language? Go screw yourself. Oh, you probably voted for Biden. No, maybe you voted for Obama. Maybe you like, remember Obama, folks, how he folked us? They're lying bastards. And to make it equal, bitches, sons of bitches and daughters of bastards running and ruining our lives.
That is bullshit.
Got it? That's who they are. Bullshitters. Campaign pledge. The hedge funds, the private equity groups that pay nothing. Nothing compared to what they make. And then they take all these offshore places. They're in Ireland. They're in the Canary Islands. And Delaware. Yeah, Delaware. What did Delaware? Delaware, a piece of Biden crap. The guy that's been sucking off the public tit from down there in Delaware that gives all these big corporations the breaks. We're going to pay the taxes. The scum over here raised tolls already. You think the rich people care more about paying tolls every time they're going over the bridges or through the tunnels or onto the throughways and the highways? You think they care about gasoline prices going up? School taxes? Well, their kids go to private schools. Why am I paying them at all? Risky borrowers fall behind on car payment. Well, forget that. Signet acquires jewelry rental service Roxbox. I'm just mentioning this. More mergers and acquisitions, the bigs are getting bigger. Now, up in Canada, we showed that clown, another daddy's boy, an arrogant piece of scum garbage, Doug Ford. Whoop, man, he almost can't fit in the screen. But he's screaming out yesterday. Hunker down. You ready? Ontario has announced a province-wide stay-at-home order that goes in effect today. The province announced the move amid rising daily case counts. Cases don't mean deaths. And that's all these prostitute scum keep putting out. And the health authorities of rising cases. Oh, the rising cases, you look at the thing, it's like that. And the death rate, boop. But we're going to talk about this in detail to show you what a piece of scum, in case you forgot what he looks like, this fat mouth is. This very fat mouth is. The stay-at-home order falls under state emergency declaration. State emergency declaration. You got no freedom, got it? Ford said this will remain in effect for at least 4 weeks. Hey, Ford, how about 5 weeks? How about 3.5 weeks? How about go fuck yourself? You're making this shit up. Oh, Salenti, calm down. Don't say fuck. These are where this is from the officials. You ready? Unless it's for essential reasons, please stay home because the situation is extremely serious and we just need to hunker down right now. We need to limit mobility. Hey, Ford. Hey, Ford. What the hell would you know about mobility? You could probably just put one step in front of the other and you run out of breath. Maybe that hunker, look at this hunker shit. Oh no, he's a premier full of crap. Premier. That is a curse word. Premier is violent profanity. You're not a premier. You're a piece of political crap. You're a daddy's boy. You got there because your daddy was there before you. And he gave you your company. So shove your shit back up your ass because that's all that's coming out. It's not coming out of that fat mouth. It's Ford shit. Want more proof? Here we go. The order, which requires every Ontario resident to remain home except for essential purposes, and the essential businesses will be allowed to be open, but not non-essential retailers will halt in-store service for non-essential retailers. But you could go to big box stores. The bigs are taking over everywhere. They're essential. Hey, Ford said so. Cuomo said so. Newsom said so. All the pieces of shit said so. We said so. Oh, and by the way, where are the cases rising the highest in America? New York, Michigan, and New Jersey. Yeah, the hard lockdown places with the scum that are telling you to do it under executive order. But cases aren't this. I'm going to stay on with Ford. Ready? Under the order, 50% capacity limits in retail settings was implemented, as well as prohibition of personal care services. Prohibition of personal care services. Who made this shit up? I'll tell you, a bunch of pieces of shit. Oh, no, they're official. No, they're health experts. I forgot. Health experts, shove it. First book I worked on, they didn't write it, worked on. You read it. Natural Healing, a Warner book. I forgot. Lola's a health expert. This is who they sell you as a health expert in America. Yeah, go back to where you once belonged. Get back, man. Go, yeah. Anyway, they're making this stuff up. Now, the Ontario lockdowns put thousands of businesses out of work. The head of the group representing small business owners says Ontario's government latest province lockdown will be devastating. What do they? I don't care about small businesses. You get your job at Amazon. You stock shelves. Shut the hell up. You don't have to have a hardware store, stationery store. The big owns everything. The new lockdown will mean that non-essential retailers will close for the second time. According to CFIB, 74,000 businesses in Ontario considered permanent closure after the first two shutdowns. He expects that number will be more after a third round of lockdowns. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing and yelling and screaming because I see where this is going. I'm a trend forecaster. Trend tracking, far better than Megatrends, Time Magazine. Trends 2000, national bestseller. Weekly Magazine, Trends Journal. Oh yeah, Occupy Peace. That's from back then. I see the future. All these people's lives that have been destroyed. I'm just giving you this one example. This is going on all over the world. Argentina's President Alberto Fernandez yesterday announced a 3-week nighttime curfew. Wait a minute, 3-week nighttime curfew? He's saying to stay home. Why not a 4-week nighttime curfew? And what time does nighttime begin? Oh, I got to go back to Canada. Here, Canada. 23,000 deaths out of a population of 38 million. 23,000 deaths. Oh, you know, there's a period of over a year. Out of a population of 34 million. You ready? New York had more deaths than Canada. We had 19.5 million, and Clown Cuomo, we got 51,000 deaths. Remember, 38 million people, 23,000 deaths Canada, 19.5 million in New York, 51,000 dead. Now, here's where I really want to go. Clown Boy Ford. Clown Boy Ford, the premier piece of fat mouth. You ready? 7.5 thousand died in the province of Ontario over a year. 14 million people. You ready? 88% were over 70 years old. 69% were over 80. 4.2% were under 60 years old. 4.2%, and you got this piece of shit telling you to lock down. A piece of shit just like the rest of them. And yes, you bet I'm angry. And don't you, anybody, you don't like my language, then you're the kind of person that likes dignitaries. You like the royals. Oh, the royal family. Royal, oh yeah, they don't shit a piss. They're royal. They're perfect. I'm an American. I'm born to be free. I'm a blessed man. My blood is Napolitano. And my heart is American. Born in the Bronx. Born to be free. Nobody tells me what to do. And I don't tell anybody. And I obey the law. The law of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, not what from pieces of shit are shoving down our throat. Those aren't laws. Executive order, you're not my executive. You're not my governor. You're a public servant, so shove it up your ass. Got it? Look at all the businesses being destroyed. The hundreds of millions of lives and livelihoods. Look at the people leaving Latin America, leaving Africa, flooding the borders as everything is collapsing in front of us. To fight the COVID war, to fight the COVID war. All right? I got a lot more here. Be in your Trends Journal next week. Thank you for tuning in. Please do what you can to support freedom, peace, and justice. Go to occupypeace.com and hit the support. And subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. There's no other magazine like it in the world. What's going on, what it means, what's next, and our trend forecast Trend posts how to deal with it, the ups and the downs. So the more people we have, the more we can do. I'm in here for the fight. I'm fighting. And I'm fighting mad. I am mad. I am angry. I don't like my freedom being stolen from me. It breaks my heart to see little kids walking with masks on and everybody freaking out, and the people's lives that are being destroyed in front of our eyes as the billionaires get richer and give back. What's that cover of the magazine, the last one? What do they give us back? What is he doing with all the money? No, the other one, the current one. That's right. Yeah. Dr. Strange. Oh, aren't the gates wonderful? Vaccinating the world. All right? Support us. We're in this together. Join the fight for freedom, peace, and justice. This is Gerald Celente. That's some of today's trends in the news. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.